Now we are discussing about a few questions in morphology of flowering plants. Let me see one by one question. The first question, a radical form. A radical form. In the seed, there are two units or two parts in the embryo, radical and plumule. The radical forms the root system of the plant, whereas the plumule forms shoot system of the plant. So here for this question, the option A, root system of the plant, is correct one. The floral parts, you have studied in the synapses, floral parts of the plants will be developed from floral primordial cells, and shoot system of the plant is developed from the plumule of the seed. So here for the question, radical forms root system of the plant. Next, the lateral roots arises from primary root is. In the taproot system, so many branches are developing. Such branches are primary, secondary and tertiary. Here the lateral roots arises from primary root. Primary root which is came from the meristematic tissue. So the root which come from the primary root is secondary root. The primary root arises from the taproot or mother root. From the primary roots, secondary roots are developing. From the secondary roots, tertiary roots are developed. So the correct option for the lateral root arises from primary root is the secondary root. From next question is, from given set of examples, choose how many of the following are example for fibrous root and adventitious roots, respectively sweet potato, carrot, turnip, wheat, grass, monstera and banyan. So banyan tree, among these ones, how many are? So how many are having fibrous root system and adventitious root system? In the synapses you have studied, fibrous root system are seen in the monocotyledons. Those are developed from the base of the stem, and the adventitious roots, those are developed from any part of the plant other than the radical. Here the fibrous root system are developed from wheat and grass. That means two are fibrous root system, and sweet potato, carrot and turnip are the three those are three taproot system. Monster and banyan are the sweet potato also. Sweet potato, monster and banyan are adventitious roots. So option C is correct. Two are fibrous root system, wheat and grass. The adventitious roots are the sweet potato, monstera and banyan. The next question is, adventitious roots arise from. In previous slide, you have studied that one. Adventitious roots are the root which are developed from any part of the plant other than the radical. Any part of the plant other than the radical are. So adventitious roots are developed from part of the plant other than radical, as in mustard. They have given one example, mustard. So the option C is correct. Adventitious roots are not developed from the radical, not from the base of the stem, and it is not a secondary root. So fourth option is, sorry, for the question fourth, C option is correct. The next question, fifth question, which of the following is not the main function of the root system, is or are? Which of the following is not the main function of the root system, is or are? So here options are absorption of sap from the soil. Definitely the roots are involved in absorption of water from the soil and the minerals from the soil through the root hairs. Second, option B, providing proper anchorage to the plant pots. Yes, for the standing erect plant need a anchorage, that is from the root system. Synthesis of plant growth regulator. So D option is none of these is the main function. So option D is correct. Option A, B, C are the correct statements. So here not the main function is none of these, all are the functions of the root. In the plant growth and hormones, you will study that one, the maize plant which secretes the hormone from the root called zeatin, and kinetin are produces or synthesizes from the root. That's why C option is correct. Not the main function is none of these, all are the main functions. The question, next question is, in aquatic plant, the apex of the root is covered by, in aquatic plant, the apex of the root is covered by. You studied in the synopsis, the root tip is covered by the root cap because the meristematic tissue may be get damaged. When the hard substance are there in the soil, it is growing towards the soil, so that can damage the root. Here the question is, in aquatic plant, the apex of the root is covered by the root pocket, because it lost the function of the protection, or because no friction in the water media. Hence in aquatic plants, apex of the root is covered by a root pocket. Identify the regions of the root tip. The diagram is given. So identify the region. So the A is given, the alphabet A, that indicates it has the root hairs. So it has root hairs. So after the development of the root hairs, that is the region of maturation. The alphabet B is elongation zone or region of elongation. Here the increase in the length of the root by developing the new cytoplasm. The alphabet C is region of meristematic activity, that contains meristematic tissue which increases the number of cells but not increase in the length. Elongation zone is increase in the length. And lastly, the alphabet D is the root tip is covered by the root cap. So here for the question 7 is option A is correct one. So this is the region, the maturation region is the best region for the study of the anatomy of the root. If you taken the section of the root, anatomy of the root can be studied from the part above A level. So that is a maturation region. Question 8. Root hair arises from. Root hair arises from. So here the root hairs are developed from the epidermal cells, and they are unicellular in the root, and the hairs which are multicellular in the stem and the leaf, here they are unicellular, developed from the epidermal cells at the region of maturation. Below the region of maturation, that is in the elongation phase, absence of the root hairs. So here the options are A. Cortical cells of the region of maturation. No. After the development of root hairs, it get matured. Epidermal cells of the region of maturation. Cortical cells of the region of elongation. Epidermal cells of region of elongation. So option B is correct. Root hairs are developed from the epidermal cells. They are the extension of the epidermal cells and unicellular in the roots. Next, the question 9. Choose the mismatch pair. The two columns have given. One, the region of root. Column 2 is their function. The first one is the region of meristematic. The region of meristematic. Small, thin wall, dense cytoplasm. It is correct. Meristematic tissue is the small size with the thin cell wall, because no deposition of secondary wall, and dense cytoplasm is there. That is a matched pair. B is a region of elongation, responsible for the growth of the root in length. In previous slide you have studied elongation is the region where that acquire a new cytoplasm, increases in the size. That's why the option B is also matching pair. Option C, region of maturation, the proximal region of elongation. So after the maturation region, that option is also correct. The last one is root hair differentiated and mature cells, proximal region of maturation. Root hairs differentiated. So they are not differentiated, they are the extensions of the epidermal cells, and maturation of proximal, they are in the region of maturation. So option D is mismatching pair. Question 10. Match the following. Column 1, the different modifications of the root, and column 2 are the examples given in that one. So column 1 contains conical root, napiform root, tuberous root, and fusiform. Column B contains a radish, turnip, sweet potato, and carrot. So conical root, that is carrot. Actually in the carrot, so the long upper region is broad and tapering like this one. That's why the conical shape. The napiform is turnip. It is bulged and tapering, pointed tapering of the root like this one. So napiform is turnip. The tuberous root is sweet potato, and fusiform is the radish, which is bulged slightly in the middle like this one. So this is fusiform. These are the different shapes. So option A is correct. Next, question 11th. Stem distinguished from the root. Stem distinguished from the root. Even in underground stem like rhizome, the presence of nodes and internodes. But in the root, absence of nodes and internodes. So, for the distinguishing of the stem from the root is presence of nodes and internodes. In a true root, absence of nodes and internodes. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is question 12. Question 12. Statement 1. Statement 1. Some plants of arid region modify their stem into fleshy cylindrical structure as in euphorbia. Yes, statement 1 is correct. In arid region, so to retain the water in the plant body, their stem is modified into fleshy and cylindrical. In the statement second, in grapevines, the stem tendril are for the help of plant to climb. So, in the modification of the root, there are climbing roots. Example, grapevine. There's help for the holding of the hard object and extend for the further growth. Here, options are both the statement are correct. Options statement 1 and 2 are correct. First option. Second option, statement 1 is correct while the statement second is incorrect. So, third option is statement 1 is incorrect while the statement second is correct. Fourth one, statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. Here, correct option is option A. So, both are correct. 13th question, match the following. Match the following. Here are the some root stem modifications and examples in column 1 and column 2 stem modifications. Here the strawberry. So that is a runner. A runner is a subaerial modification. That means not the underground, not the aerial. So, ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, subaerial modification. Strawberry is a runner. Second, jasmine. Jasmine is stolon. Stolon is lateral growth, hard, stout. So, that's why jasmine is stolon. Pistia. Pistia is offset. Eichhornia pistia, offset, limited growth. And in the pineapple, it is sucker. So, the correct option is A. Next question. Stem tendrils of pumpkin develop from. Stem tendrils of pumpkin develop from. So, usually in the synapses you have studied the tendrils are developed from axillary buds. Axillary buds, stem tendrils. Stem tendrils are developed from the axillary bud. Here option A is accessory bud. That is wrong. B is axillary bud. Right answer. And C, let me see next options. C, extra axillary bud. Usually at the nodal region axillary buds are there, but no extra axillary buds. D, floral buds. Floral buds develop into inflorescence or flower, not the tendril. So, option B is correct. Next, stipules are. So, these stipules are leaf-like structures. At the base of the leaf, small outgrowths are there. Those are called stipules. If the stipules are present, called stipulated leaf, and absence of the stipules are called exstipulate. So usually they are two in number. So option, let me see. A, two lateral and small leaf-like structure. B, four lateral small leaf-like structure. C, one lateral small leaf-like structure. D, many lateral small leaf-like structure. So here the option A is correct. Two lateral small leaf-like structures. Question 16. The leaf base expanded into sheath crossing the stem partially or wholly. Here in the dicot plant, so leaves are developing like this one, whereas in monocot plant it is the nodal region. So the leaf base, it has a sheath which is extended and forms the leaf. That means leaf base is expanded which cover the stem, that is in monocot plant, partially or wholly covered. So that's why in maize, in sugarcane it is totally covered, whereas in coconut and palm partially covered. So leaf base expanded into sheath crossing the stem partially, that is in the option first, monocot plant sheathing leaf base is there. Next, in the given diagram of the leaf, label the A, B, C, D, E. So in the label A, that is lamina or blade. A is lamina or blade. The B are small outgrowths at the base of the leaf. They are stipules. Stipules. C, that is leaf stalk, that is called petiole, petiolated leaf. In absence of that one, they are called a sessile leaf. The D is axillary bud. Axillary bud. D is axillary bud, and E is leaf base. So in some of the leaves, that is a pulvinous leaf base. Here it is a normal leaf base. So options A is correct one. Next one, the incision of the lamina reach the midrib, breaking the leaf into number of leaflets is not. So in the synapses you have studied, this is the lamina. If it is under midrib, if it is broken like this one, they are called different types of the compound leaves. Different types of the compound leaves. Here, incision of the lamina reach the midrib, breaking the leaf into number of leaflets is not. So, the compound leaf has a broken down, the or incision is there in a pinnate leaf also, and palmately compound. They are pinnately compound, palmately compound, compound leaf, whereas in the simple leaf it is not there. So, leaflet is not. So that is simple leaf. Option B is correct. 19th question. Leaflet of dash arise on common point, that is at the tip of the petiole. At the tip of the petiole. So the leaf petiole is like this one. All the leaves are developed from here. So like this one. This is palmately compound leaf. Like this one, palm is our palm. like these leaflets are developed. So it is a palmately compound leaf. Option B, palmately compound leaf is correct. Question number 20. Choose the correct statement. Choose the correct statement. In alternate type, that is a leaf arrangement or in the phyllotaxy, in alternate type, a single leaf arises at the each node. Yes, in alternate type of the, so like this one, only one leaf are developed. It is alternate type, correct. Option B, in opposite type, a pair of leaves arise at each nodal region. Yes, it is also correct. Like this one. So this is opposite. It is also correct. And option C, in whorled type, more than two leaves arises at each nodal region. Yes, like this one. 3-4 leaves will be developed from a same point. That is called whorled. Here, the all the A, B, C are the correct statement. Hence, option D, all these are correct. Question 21. Select the correct option. Here, A and B, two modifications are given. In A, the both A and B are modified leaves. Yes. So in the figure, what the A and B shows, both are the modified leaves. Whereas A is the in the leaf tip is modified into tendril for the climbing, and in the figure B, the leaves are modified into spines for the defense. Hence, option D is correct. #22. Flower is modified. Flower is modified. So actually, flower is called as modified shoot because it has nodes and internodes. In the synopsis you have studied, flower has 4 whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Every whorl has a nodal region, and the distance between two whorl is internode. Hence, a flower is a modified shoot. So, option D is correct. Question 23. Choose the correct statement about the figure given. Here, inflorescence is given. Inflorescence is given. So, what is the inflorescence? Option A, it is a racemose type of inflorescence. What is racemose type? Indefinite number of flowers should be there, and the inflorescence axis continue to grow. No, here inflorescence axis is ended with a flower. Hence, it should not be a raceme. And B, the flowers are basipetal order. Yes, the older flowers at the base, younger flowers at the tip. So, option B is the correct one. Next, thalamus is not. Thalamus is not. So, swollen end of a pedicel. So, stalk of the flower is called pedicel. It ends in a flat and swollen region, that is called seat of the flower. So, swollen end of a pedicel, that is correct. Second, different whorls are arranged on it. Above this one, the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, all the 4 whorls will be arranged. So that's also correct. So C, it is an accessory whorl. This is wrong. Only 4 whorls are there, no accessory whorls. So thalamus is not an accessory whorl. It is the seat of the flower and the swollen end part of the pedicel. So next slide is perianth. Perianth. In the floral pods, the dicotyledons of flowers having a calyx and corolla, two accessory whorls. In the monocot, these calyx and corolla cannot be separate or indistinguishable. Both are same. That's why they are called perianth. And the units of the perianth are tepals. So here for the question 25, perianth is option A, indistinct calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla cannot be differentiated. They are called perianth. Twenty-sixth question. How many of the following show actinomorphic and zygomorphic respectively? Some plants have given here. So, which are actinomorphic and which are zygomorphic? So, this is a symmetry of the flower. If the flower can be cut into two equal halves at any plane, if it is like this one, so if it is possible in any plane, that is called actinomorphic. So, if the flower is like this one, it is possible in only one direction, it is called zygomorphic, that is the symmetry. They have given different plants. Mustard. In the mustard plant, it is actinomorphic. Second, datura also actinomorphic. Chili also actinomorphic. P, that is auxiliary estivation, that's why it's zygomorphic. Canna also zygomorphic. Bean zygomorphic, and gulmohar are zygomorphic. So option A is correct. Three are actinomorphic: mustard, datura and chili. P, canna, bean and gulmohar are zygomorphic. So option A is correct. Flower with a leaf that found at the base of the pedicel are the flower with the leaf that found at the base of the pedicel. Here is a plant, it produces the flower like this one. Here it produces at the base, leaf like structure is there. This is called bract. So the presence of the leaf like structure are called bracteate flowers. In absence of that one, called ebracteate flowers. So leaf like structure at the base of the flower it is found is bract. Option A is correct. Choose the correct about perigynous flowers. Perigynous flower. So perigynous is a flower usually if the gynoecium is above and floral pods are below, that is called hypogynous flower. If the gynoecium is like this one, all the floral pods, calyx, corolla, androecium growing above this one, called epigynous flower. So here the gynoecium is like this one, or ovary is in the middle and floral pods arises from the middle of the flower. So hence that is called perigynous. Here the options are gynoecium is situated in the center, the correct option. Apart from the gynoecium, rest of the pods are located on rim of the thalamus almost at the same level. That's also correct. Ovary is off inferior. That's also correct. So the option is D, all of these. Identify the different type of estivation and select the correct option. Here the estivation, the arrangement of sepals and petals are given. So identify those ones. In figure A, just they touched border to border, that is called valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. In second or the B, it is given one end of the sepal or petal is inner side and one end is outer side. It is called twisted estivation. The diagram C is one of the petal is totally outer side, one of the petal is totally inner side, rest of them are in and out. That is called imbricate estivation. And in the D, waxillary estivation or papilionaceous corolla, one is totally larger called standard or ad petal, two in the sides are wing petal, another two joined, those are called keel petal. So here the option is B. A is valvate, B is twisted, C imbricate, and D waxillary estivation. Match the column 1 with column 2. Here the placentation is given, and in the column 1 placentation, column 2 is examples. The parietal placentation. Parietal placentation. That means seeds are attached in the margin of the fruit. So in the center, it is hollow cavity. So argemone is an example. Axial placentation, the lemon. So seeds are attached in the center of the axis. All our ovules are attached in the center of the axis. Next, marginal placentation. Marginal placentation is in pea plant. So in the pea, the seeds are ovules attached like this one. Marginal placentation. Fourth, basal. Basal is sunflower, even in marigold. And free central, the free central is primrose. Option A is correct one. Next question. Choose the correct statement. Choose the correct statement. A. Unilocular ovary become two-chambered due to the formation of false septum in the mustard. In the mustard, actually ovary has a single locule, unilocular. Here middle, a small false septum will be developed. False septum, that is commonly called as replum. Hence, so that is correct. Unilocular due to development of the false septum, the mustard are two-chambered. Option A correct. B. In argemone, ovary is two-chambered due to the formation of the true septum. Hence, it is having a septum in the middle. Hence, it is two-chambered. That's also correct. C. Axial placentation is found in multilocular ovary as in tomato. Correct. So, option multilocular. Sorry, the tomato is not multilocular. It is bilocular. Hence, option argemone ovary is a two-chambered due to the formation of true septum. So, argemone is not a chambered because, in previous question what I have told you, parietal placentation, it has one chamber. Hence, here the option is A and C are correct. B is a wrong one. So, option D. In marigold, same placentation as found in sunflower. Yes, it is basal placentation in marigold and sunflower. Correct. Option A is placenta develops at the base of the ovary. That's also correct. Single ovule attached to the ovary. Hence, the option D is correct one. Pericarp differentiated into. So in the fleshy fruit, there are two types, drip and berry. In the pericarp, it can be differentiated into outer epicarp, middle mesocarp, and inner endocarp. So, and in the usually mango, outer epicarp is a peel. Outer epicarp is peel. So, middle edible part is mesocarp and inner is a stony, hard stony. So, endocarp. That's why option A is correct. '34. Find add one with respect to endosperm. Find add one with respect to endosperm. So here the pea seeds, those are non-endospermic, gram seeds non-endospermic, castor, though it is a dicotyledon, it is endospermic. Endosperm retains in the castor, and in the bean, that's also non-endospermic. So add one is C. Castor is a endospermic seed, whereas rest of the three are non-endospermic. So option C is correct. Next, seed of wheat is made up of. Seed of wheat is made up of. So, wheat is a monocot. Monocots have radical, plumule. So, radical is covered by coleorhiza, plumule is covered by coleoptile, and only one cotyledon. Whereas in dicot, radical, embryonal axis, plumule, and two cotyledons. So only embryos, option C, only embryo cannot grow. So seed of wheat is made up of a radical, an embryonal axis, and only one cotyledon. That single cotyledon is commonly called as scutellum. Here option A is correct. Question 36. Alluron layer is. Alluron. This is the layer which covers the endosperm in the monocot seeds. Alluron is a layer which covers the endosperm, and it is also a part of the endosperm. It contains rich of proteins. So alluron layer is a proteinaceous layer. Option B is correct. Next, question 37. Identify the correct floral formula of the family Fabaceae. So, family Fabaceae. The first formula A is that is actinomorphic. The plus symbol is actinomorphic. Second, bisexual. Both male and female organs are there. Calyx. So, calyx 5. If it is put a bracket, that is called gamosepalous. Corolla 1 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 are joined. Androecium 9 plus 1 in all Fabaceae family. So didelphous stamens, 10 stamens are arranged in 2 bundles, 9 plus 1, and gynoecium is so that is upper superior ovary, only one gynoecium. The floral formula of A is correct for the Fabaceae. '38. Trimerous, hypogynous, and pentacyclic flowers are characteristic features of family. All dicot flowers are either tetramerous or pentamerous. Tetramerous or pentamerous in dicot families, whereas monocot families, all the units are 3 and their multiples, perianth, even androecium, gynoecium, hence they are called trimerous. Hypogynous, floral pods are below the ovary, and pentacyclic, they are arranged in 5 circles are the characteristic of the monocot family, that is option C, Liliaceae. Fabaceae, Solanaceae and Asteraceae are the dicot families. Here option C is correct, Liliaceae, that is the monocot family. Question 39. Which of the following is partial root parasite? Partial root parasite. So, if a parasite is there, that should be depend upon the host for the food and shelter, or in the plants that depend upon the food and water. If a plant depend upon the others for food and water, that is total parasite. Here partial parasite. Partial parasite means it is depend upon only for the water. So Rafflesia, that is a normal plant but produces the largest flower. Cuscuta, total parasite. Santalum album. So sandalwood plant, it is a partial root parasite that is unable to absorb the water. The roots are connected to the roots of the neighbor plants. There it get the water. Hence, the correct option is the C, Santalum. Question 40. The floral diagram are given below. Among them, which one represents the family Solanaceae? Solanaceae. In the family Solanaceae, calyx are 5, corolla are 5, and stamens are epipetals. Epipetals means they are attached to the petals. This is first circle calyx, second circle this is corolla. So in the corolla, the stamens are developed from this one, epipetal stamens. Yes. And the gynoecium. Gynoecium is bicarpellary with oblique placentation, not in the straight. It is slightly angled, so oblique placentation. Hence, Solanaceae floral diagram is option C is correct. '41. The cotyledon of the monocotyledonous seed is known as. In earlier one question, I have told you. So, the single cotyledon in the monocotyledons are called scutellum. Scutellum. Alluron is a layer which cover the endosperm. Scutellum is a single cotyledon. Perisperm. So, persistent nucellus and caruncle, it's a part of the ovary. So, here correct option is scutellum. 42. The leaves of Utricularia plant are modified into. These are insectivorous plant. Utricularia is an insectivorous plant. It is an aquatic plant in which leaves are modified for capture of the food. So, capture of the insects. They are like this one. So, leaves are modified into bladders. Hence, Utricularia are commonly called as bladderwort. So, this is aquatic plant. Leaves are modified for catching the insects. '43. The receptacle is flattened at the top and bears numerous sessile flowers in centripetal order. So, this is called head or capitulum. Sunflower is the best example. So, like this one, the receptacle is flattened, it bears numerous flowers. So, and marginal flowers having a large petal, they are called standard they are called ray petals, and central these are called disc florets, ray florets and disc florets. So, such type of inflorescence is called head or capitulum. Capitulum is correct one. The another term is called the head. '44. The family contain mustard and its main characters are. So, the family mustard, the mustard belong to the family Brassicaceae. They have the floral pods are 4 in number. So, the first option Brassicaceae, mustard belong to Brassicaceae. So, tetramerous flowers is 4 sepals, 4 petals. So, hence they are tetramerous, 6 stamens, correct? Bicarpellary, gynoecium, siliqua type of the fruit. Hence, option A is a correct one. The plant bearing different types of leaves is called. In a single plant, more than one type of leaves will be developed. So there are different types even in shape, size and morphology. So the study of leaf is called Phyllotaxy. Here two different types of leaves are developed, hence it is heterophily. Heteromorphy means only morphologically different. So option A is correct. A plant bearing different types of leaves is called heterophily. Thank you.